So from chapter metal and non-metal, today's topic is the last topic, that is reaction of metal with acid. So we already learned few chemical properties of metals, that is reaction of metal with oxygen. Metal react with oxygen, there is formation of metal oxide. Metal plus oxygen is equal to metal oxide. For example, when magnesium wire burn in presence of oxygen, there is formation of magnesium oxide. Twice Mg plus O2 is equal to twice MgO. Carbon is a non-metal. When carbon burn in presence of oxygen, there is formation of carbon dioxide. C plus O2 is equal to CO2. Sulfur is a non-metal. When sulfur burn in presence of oxygen, there is formation of sulfur dioxide. S plus O2 is equal to SO2. Now we want to see the new properties, chemical properties of metal, that is reaction with water. Metal react with water. So when sodium metal is very reactive. Remember that sodium metal is very reactive. It vigorously react with oxygen and water. A lot of heat is generated in this reaction. It is therefore stored in kerosene. So remember that when we expose sodium in air at room temperature, it catches fire. To avoid this, we should keep it in the kerosene. We should store in the kerosene. So at room temperature it burn and it vigorously react with cold water and produce sodium hydroxide NaOH and hydrogen gas. So all of you know that a small piece of sodium, if we put it in the water, so it will burn in the air and there is formation of sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. We can see this in the small activity, but remember that you should not perform this activity because it is very dangerous. So only under the guidance and supervision of the teacher should demonstrate this activity, but student, you should somewhat away from this activity. So take 250 ml beaker, fill with glass, fill with water, and take a small piece of sodium, put it and observe that the sodium metal burn, because when it come in contact with air and water, it will be burned and there is formation of sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas is liberated. Now reaction of non-metal with water. Generally non-metals do not react with water, though they may be very reactive in air. Such non-metals are stored in water. For example, phosphorus is a non-metal. It is very reactive non-metal. Previously we see that sodium is a metal which is very reactive. It catches fire if exposed to air. To prevent the contact of phosphorus with atmospheric oxygen, it is stored in water. So remember that sodium metal is always stored in kerosene, while the phosphorus is a non-metal which is very reactive and it is stored in water. Reaction of metal with acid. Non-metal generally do not react with acid, but metals react with acid and produce hydrogen gas that burn with the pop sound. So test of the hydrogen is that if we keep the burning matchstick near the hydrogen gas, it will be burned with the pop sound. Copper does not react with dilute hydrochloric acid even on heating, but it reacts with sulfuric acid. So when copper react with sulfuric acid, there is formation of copper sulfate and hydrogen gas. Copper do not react with dilute hydrochloric acid, but copper react with dilute sulfuric acid and there is formation of copper sulfate plus hydrogen gas. Cu plus H2SO4 is equal to CuSO4 plus H2. So activity, take the sample of metals and non-metal in the separate test tube, label them A, B, C, D, E and F. With the help of the dropper, add 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid in each test tube. Observe the reaction carefully. If no reaction occur in the cold solution, Warm the test tube gently. Bring the burning matchstick near the mouth of each test tube. Repeat the same activity using dilute sulfuric acid instead of dilute hydrochloric acid and record your observation. So here you see that in the first reaction, magnesium, when react with dilute hydrochloric acid, there is formation of magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gas is released. Then aluminum react with dilute hydrochloric acid, there is formation of aluminum chloride plus hydrogen gas. Then zinc react with hydrochloric acid, there is formation of zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. And when iron react with hydrochloric acid, then there is formation of iron chloride and hydrogen gas. So remember that every time here you observe that when the metal react with hydrochloric acid or when metal react with acid, the hydrogen gas is evolved. But remember that copper does not react with dilute hydrochloric acid, so it react with only sulfuric acid. So secondly, we want to see the reaction of magnesium with sulfuric acid. There is formation of magnesium sulfate and hydrogen gas. Zinc react with sulfuric acid, there is formation of zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. Iron react with sulfuric acid, there is formation of iron sulfate and hydrogen gas. So reaction with bases. Prepare a fresh solution of sodium hydroxide. So all of you know that sodium hydroxide is a base. So to prepare the solution of sodium hydroxide, dissolve 3-4 pellets of sodium hydroxide in 5 ml of water. Drop a piece of aluminum foil in it. Bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of the test tube. Then you will heard the pop sound. It means that hydrogen gas is produced. So metal react with sodium hydroxide to produce hydrogen gas. Reaction of non-metal with bases are complex. Displacement reaction. Now remember that what is meant by displacement. So here the one metal is displaced by another metal. It is called as displacement reaction. So when we dip iron nail in copper sulfate solution, then by chemical reaction there is formation of iron sulfate and a layer of copper coated on the iron nail. Here one metal is displaced by other metal. So it is called as displacement reaction. So in the reaction you observe that iron is a metal and copper is another metal, but copper metal is found in the salt solution of copper sulfate. So iron is more reactive than copper. So more reactive metal can displace or replace the less reactive metal from its salt solution. Here you can see the reaction. Fe means iron plus CuSO4 copper sulfate, blue color solution. There is formation of ferrous sulfate or iron sulfate, green color solution plus copper. So a layer of copper, brown layer of copper will be seen on the iron nail. Here you can see the displacement reaction. You see the different beakers with different solution. So in your textbook you can see the different beakers in figure 4.6. So beaker A contain copper sulfate solution plus zinc granules. Beaker B contain copper sulfate solution plus iron nail. Beaker C contain zinc sulfate, that is a colorless solution, plus copper metal. Then beaker D contain iron sulfate, somewhat brownish color, plus copper metal, and beaker E contain zinc sulfate and iron nail or iron metal is there. Okay, so in this way displacement reaction takes place. In which beaker? So we can see it. Then uses of metal. So metals are used in making machinery, automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, satellite, industrial gadgets, cooking utensils, water boilers, and so many. So all of you know that in our daily life we use metals on a large scale. Metals, especially the iron metal, is largely used in the industries. Gold and silver metal, they are used for making the ornaments, other aluminium, copper. These metals are largely used in electrical wires for our cooking utensils. Many metals we use, and alloys are also used. So alloy is nothing but it is a homogeneous mixture of two and more than two metals. Now uses of non-metals. So non-metal is essential for our life, which all living beings inhale during the breathing. So that is oxygen. So you must identify that oxygen is very essential for breathing, and oxygen is a non-metal. So another non-metal used in the fertilizer to enhance the growth of the plant, and this is nitrogen. The non-metal is used in water purification. It is the another non-metal, that is chlorine. The non-metal which is purple color, purple colored, and its solution is applied on the wounds. It is antiseptic, and it is iodine. And all of you know that iodized salt we use in our daily meals. Non-metals used in the crackers, it is a sulfur. So you may add many more uses of metals and non-metals from your experiences. So this is all about the chemical properties of metals and non-metal, as well as the uses of metal and non-metal. Now homework. Question number 1. What happens when sodium metal react with cold water? So you should write with chemical equation. Why phosphorus store in water? You should write the reason. What happens when magnesium react with dilute hydrochloric acid? You should write with chemical equation. What is displacement reaction? Explain by examples. So you can give many examples, that is iron. When iron nail deep in copper sulfate solution, then there is formation of iron sulfate and copper. Or when zinc metal deep in copper sulfate solution, then there is formation of zinc sulfate and copper. So in this way you can write the displacement reaction. And lastly, write the uses of metals and non-metals. This is all about. So plant a tree and save the planet. This is the message